why I'll never go back to a normal job ever again. I'll never go back to a normal job again. And not for the reasons because I'm too good at it. Well, I do think I am too good to get told what to do and go and make cups of teas every day, which is honestly what I had to do, by the way, in my first assistant job. But no, not because I feel like I'm too good for it, but actually because I remember what it felt like when every penny mattered. When our boiler broke on us and we had to literally choose between heat and food, and this was everyday life for us as a family back then growing up, my wages disappeared the day after payday to keep my family with hot water. So I remember back to winter 2015 and I was still living at home. My mum was a single mum. She was doing the best she could. My brother was still in school or college and it was freezing. You know, your typical UK winter, like proper ice on the window screen type of morning. And I remember the boiler broke. It completely packed in and we had no hot water or no heating. And it wasn't even the mid-month. I mean, thank God for that. But it was the day after payday. And after the mortgage was paid, the food shop was done and the bills went out, my mum just didn't have the money to fix it. So I gave her all of my wages, every last bit, and I think it was like £900 or whatever it was after paying my car insurance. So we managed to get it fixed, and then that was it then. I just waited for the next payday to be able to do anything again. And that was normal life for us back then, scraping by, having to sacrifice, just trying to survive another month. And the worst thing I could have told myself is that everything is okay, because that's the worst thing people do, right? They bury their heads in the sand and they tell themselves everything's okay. And that's what I did, unfortunately, for many more years after that. But I think that moment was such a key moment for me because something after that in me shifted. Like, I looked at that job that I had and looked at the pay slip that just disappeared in 24 hours to pay for the boiler and thought, surely this can't be it. Although I knew that I was early on in my career and success doesn't come overnight, right? But as the years went on, I realised that I was never going to get ahead, not properly anyway, not properly like where I could save, where I could have freedom, where I could breathe, because it was just only going to take one setback, like a boiler breaking or your car needs fixing or some other emergency just to set you back. And the thing is, guys, a normal job will keep you surviving, but it'll never let you breathe. You'll always be one emergency away from being broke, one interest rate rise away from panic, and I just wasn't willing to live like this for any longer. And the full circle moment for me was, if we fast forward just a couple of years ago, me and my brother were able to pay off our mum's mortgage fully. Her payments had shot up to £1,600 a month with the interest rates rising. And on her wage as a nurse, living on her own, she just could not keep up with it. She was working nights at the age of 63, doing extra shifts just to stay afloat. And we just didn't want to see her do this. But because of sales, because I learned a skill that gave me options, I was able to step in. And now she doesn't have to do those night shifts anymore. She's dropped down to 4 days a week. And she doesn't have to ever worry about whether she can afford the mortgage or working extra night shifts just to turn the heating on. We did actually offer to retire her, but she said no because she actually loves her job so much and she loves the social aspect of it and she thinks it keeps her young, but whatever. But yeah, at least it's no longer a burden. For her, it's, you know, her actual choice. So yeah, that is why I'll never go back to a normal job. Not because it's beneath me, but because there's no way I would have been able to do these things for my mum if I'd have stayed. I wanted more than just enough. I wanted breathing room to begin with. I wanted to look after the people that I love. I want to book flights, see the world, you know, have an impact without asking anyone for permission. And I'm here and I want to show other women what's possible too, because most of us never got taught this. We were taught to go to uni and get a job and work hard and then retire at 65. But the truth is, guys, is that you can change your life a lot faster than waiting 40 years if you're willing to think outside the box that society puts you in and learn a high value skill. So no, I'll never go back to a normal job. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, I want to do something different as well, then maybe this is your sign. So go through the rest of my content, see exactly how I did it, see how I'm helping other women do it as well. And if you're interested in learning how to get into remote sales, book a call below on the link.